that I think about, because of how like society's gone today. Like even I wanted to talk about, but I don't know how to talk about it. Yinka's new show on Channel 4.
Garbage.
Brother.
It's garbage. I
Have
don't
you
care.
seen it?
It's garbage, bro.
There's a Dutch version of it.
It's
where,
garbage,
I mean,
bro.
They're naked in front of the kids and stuff.
It's garbage, bro. You can't tell me you'll be happy with Mia seeing a brother naked, bro.
No, but wait, hold on a second. Mia's 9, first of all.
How old are the kids?
14, 15,
Brother,
16, I think.
that's not a big difference, bro.
Now the one in the Dutch show I saw, the version of it, the kids were younger then.
But why am I? The thing is, the message you want to get across to me is that everyone has different body types, right? You don't have to be naked for me to see that. You could all just be standing there and they have different body types. You could be I'm not saying be in underwear, even that is cool. But you're going to show me different people that this is an Asian person, this is a white person, this is a black person. I don't know, this is disabled person, this is a little person. All the body, I don't have to see you naked for it to be a program.
I think that's the talking point.
It's but you're naked, like, and really and truly, like, you'll see, like, why do I have to see genitalia to realize how different people are? Is it recording?
Yeah.
No, I'm blessed.
No. Oh, yeah, let's cut that out.
How you speak. That's exactly how you speak.
The one example that I can give you that happens all the time, and for that example is on the door at events where you might invite someone that's actually a good friend of yours. Same thing, you've referenced this before. The situation with Babs and one of the other man that was there. Like, that could have just easily got squashed, but because of the languages that they both speak, it was just seen as disrespect versus disrespect. Now we've got to jump in to kind of squash it. Same with the door. One of your brethren or some girl that you're chatting to might actually come, but he's talking to your door girl sideways because she just thinks the door girl is just a door girl. But no, the door girl's my brethren. So you can't now be rude to her, and then I can't pick your side and let you in because the door girl's not gonna look at me like.
But even if the door girl weren't your brethren, still a human being, bro. Talk to her respect.
No, yeah, but there's sometimes where
people do that. Like, you can't disrespect someone just because they're on the door, bro.
Yeah, people love doing that, and I hate that because sometimes I'll be like, "You're not coming in," and they're looking at me like, "What do you mean? I'll pay. It's 100. I'll pay whatever." I'm like, "It's not even about the money, bro. You just
can't violate people."
Yeah, for no reason.
And now your door girl's gonna start looking at you or working.
If the door girl was rude, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? But sometimes when it's just for no reason, because people do it all the time, bro. People can be rude for no reason. I'm just like, why are you rude for? Like, even for example, like, this is what I want to speak about as well, innit? Like, this is one of the topics. When you see a fucking area says reserved, why do you fucking sit in it? It says reserved clearly, bro. And then when you get told to move, you say to me,
start dragging your feet.
No. Can I move? Can I move when they cut it? No, you can't. Because imagine this is your table and you get brought into the nightclub or the rave and there's people sitting at your table and there's cups on the table.
Table's not clean.
The table's not clean. It's got cup marks, rings on it.
Yeah.
But you're not looking at these people. You're looking at me as a promoter like, raw, what's going on? My table's not clear.
These times I've put $5 in your pocket already.
Brother.
The least you could do is make my table clean, bro.
But then people don't get it. Even
and it's the way the girls get up like, all right.
Brother, one girl was so vexed she left.
Because you told her to move.
Brother, so put it this way, so at my event the other day, yeah, like there was a table at the back and there's a few other tables, so it's reserved, isn't it? So as the rave's filling up, I see people there, so I'm like, sorry, this table's reserved, whatever. One dude said to me, but I nearly switched, but I had to keep my calm. What's the person's name whose table it is? When they come and they tell me the name, I'll get up. I said, what? I said, bro, you don't even work here. What are you talking about? Why am I going to tell them? Why am I going to tell you the person's name so they get here and ask you? I said, big man, I'm never going to lie to you, but you got to get up, man. I just lost my cool with that one. I said, bro, you got to get up. On the other side now, people sitting down, I'm like, look, sorry, like, do you know when you're respectful with it? Sorry, ladies, guys, you can't sit here. It's reserved, whatever, cool. One girl looked at me like, I'm like, I've not said anything wrong. I haven't even been rude. Like, I'm just telling you, you cannot sit here. She's got up. I've gone off. She sat back down.
Disrespect.
I said, cool. I said, security. I said, excuse me, like, anyone on these tables, they got to get up. Like, no. Because you don't listen to me and I'm being cool.
Security grease you up.
Listen to my man. See what happens. I don't know how he spoke to them or whatever. She got up. Then I noticed she left. I'm like, in your head, like you have no humility. There's too much ego. You're in the wrong.
Yeah.
Would you go to a restaurant and they say this area is reserved? Would you sit on that table and say I'm just waiting? You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it anywhere.
And
at
the whole
at O2, would you sit on a chair? Well, some people do it. Would you sit on someone else's chair and be like, I'm waiting till they come back? You're not supposed to do that. But people have this thing in their mind where they think to themselves, I can do it. Like, it's all right just for a moment. Brother, as you said, Taze, and as I said, you're getting to the table, it doesn't look clean.
And not even that, the whole point of something being reserved is to, you know what I mean, is to incentivize you to pay for it ahead of time. If I'm just going to let you sit there, what's the point? You know what I mean? Whether the person's not there or not, it's been paid for. If you wanted this table, you spend money. Next time, if you want to sit down, you book you get the table.
Imagine an
you don't
Airbnb.
get to sit down.
Man knock on the door,
Man's in your
Airbnb.
bed.
Man's in the room.
So we're not sure when it stopped, but the topic is
Cunts in
Stay
the
off your
in,
fucking table
no,
if you didn't
man.
pay for it.
cunts,
when you
cunt-
don't see
cunt-
reserve
cunt-
signs.
cunts in the rave.
Why do you park there? You know,
Why is cunt such a bad word?
because it's a reference to the vagina. No,
No, but I'm just saying it's such a. Anyway, get back on. So I was talking to someone about.
because
that.
Walmart dropped a T-shirt. I don't know if you lot saw, and it was like R-E in big, and then different words like rethink, this, reduce, da 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 da. But then some of the words that they used, there was like a block of letters that spelt cunt going down. So they're like, oh shit, they didn't see it after the whole printing, so they've had to recall all these T-shirts.
I don't get why it's such a bad word.
It's wild. It's like minge.
Yeah, but the thing is, like even like in East, if someone calls it, cunt is like suck your mother for white
It's the
people.
C word. Yeah.
It's like they see it's intense. I'm like, brother, but someone can say to you to F off, call you a pussy, call you all these things. Is call me a cunt. What? Like I don't get it.
Mate.
Maybe for them, maybe it has a.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the thing, the reserve sign thing. Yeah. So I don't know if you don't caught it, but I was saying that you don't need to look at yourselves in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said, and get your lives together. If you go to a rave and you see an area that says reserved, why do you go and sit in that area?
Your feet are hurting.
I don't care. Where your size?
Should have bought the
I
table.
said, where your size?
It's where your size, bro. Because
You said the
it's nothing
girl
to
wearing
do-
heels for you,
it's
know.
not-
I said, where your size?
It's not to do with me, bro. Because the thing is, what you don't, as I said, I don't know if this is on there. You don't understand is like you have to look at it from the customer's point of view. So if you're someone who has bought that table, you get to the club and you're like, yo, so and so, my name is okay. Here's your table, and the door girl, door guy walks you over to your table, and there's 5 people on your table drinking. Then you say to them to move. They're gonna move. There might be an empty glass on the table. There might be a little ring on your reserve sign.
Yeah, looking presentable.
It doesn't look
It's
presentable.
just
so-
annoying
so-
hanging around waiting for someone to clean the table.
There's that as well, but then also, as you're looking at the promoter, like this is unprofessional. Like what the table I've got, like not knowing that it's nothing to do with the promoter.
Yeah.
It's people in the rave because you can clearly see a
respecting
reserve
it, yeah.
sign. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's worse is when you ask people to move, especially
And they
for
give you
people that
attitude, bro.
They take long to move. So now you're waiting for your table, Marvin, and you're just standing there waiting for people to leave. It'll take all 5 minutes
Bruv,
to come
what-
off the table.
I
Oh,
remember-
let us get our things
That's
or whatever.
That's why I don't play around,
I
bro.
remember New Year's, yeah, these group of white girls walked over to the front, yeah, wanted to be closer to the stage, cool, whatever. Then after a while, I think they've figured out that their feet are hurting. They don't want to walk back to the back of the crowd, so they just looked around. They saw like an empty seat on my table, and one of them just sat down. Then before you know it, she scooted over, told her brethren, yeah, sit down. And then the other two are like, oh, is there space behind you? All of a sudden, they're in the section. So one of the girls is like, excuse me, is this your table? They're like, no, we just saw a free chair. We sat down. They're like, oh, no, you can't do that. Hear the girl. Yeah, but we'll buy the table if you want. No, the table's already been bought.
If you were going to buy the table, you'd have bought the table.
You know what I mean?
Didn't
Now
buy
you
the
want to buy tables not available. Can you not move now?
I just don't get the attitude, bro. It's like it's not your table, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, and they make it seem like you're being out of order, or you're being
Yeah,
trivial,
you're bothering them.
as in like,
It's just a
stop
chair.
being silly. It's a chair. No, it's not a chair. The commodity in this venue, this chair, is high commodity, bro. You don't have that. This is not on your payment plan.
Yeah.
Remove yourself.
You didn't
I
chip
don't,
in on this.
I don't understand
You didn't put in on this.
because
But,
your feet hurt.
but again, I feel like people just don't respect the whole event side of things properly. Even like, for example, we announce events, it's sold out. They think I'm saying sold out for bands. Bare
People-
DMs, yo, there must be one more. Bro, Why would there be one more? I don't understand. Do you know how many people do you reckon are messaging me right now?
The thing, what people don't understand is this year, maybe it's because I'm getting older. I've got no time for this nonsense. A girl messaged me the other day saying, I need tickets for Tazer, free tickets for Tazer event. Can you help me? I said, no. It's done. I'm not here for it. I'm not here to help you. I'm getting it, though.
No, but
what about you?
But that's another thing that I don't.
No, but the thing is, you're not even my brethren.
No, I was just gonna
That's
say
what
that.
kills me. It's like
People don't appreciate relationships,
brother. You're not even a girl that, like, if it's like like the certain girls that you're mad cool with, yeah. That it's like they would ring you on a normal. They will check on you. They want not the best for you, but like they're just there in your life,
cool
innit?
peoples,
Do you know what I'm saying? So that you would even say, do you know what? I doubt it, but let me see if I can talk to Tazer, or like see if you can come with me when I go. Like, but there's girls that don't speak to you. You'll see them out. They will look past you, jump on the man's table, enjoying life. They will notice you in a rave, which is fine. It's your prerogative. 4 months later, Tazer's venue, Tazer's rave. I remember that time. Yeah, on the table. Bring my man.
Hey, what girl came up to me?
Bring my man.
What girl came up to me at RB? Yeah, she's like, Tazer, this is packed. I'm like, yeah, I mean, 1,200 people, you know. She's like, any chance I can get into VIP? I said, there's no VIP. There's actually no VIP. She's like, what do you mean? I said, there's no VIP. If you want to go upstairs, you can. She goes, no, I don't want to go upstairs. I want to go behind the DJ booth. Who are you? wait, what?
It's mad.
Bro, do you think I can go to a random rave? But I don't know promoter, I don't know DJ, nothing. And just go stand by the booth.
It's mad.
It's
It's mad.
But I think for most,
even though some people might look at me and be like, because it's you, maybe you're supposed to be there. Me and myself will be like, this is weird. Why am I standing next to the DJ? I don't know no one here. But let's not focus on girls.
people look like somebody's.
Dudes do that too, you know.
Man, them are the worst as well.
Bro, one done it, yeah. The way he snuck in, yeah. I didn't want to hot him straight away because I had to think.
Who knows him?
He done it with confidence. I started to tap the man and say, yo, Chucky, do you know my man? Cool. Nah? So, alright, cool. Matthew? Nah. Ashley? Nah. Maybe the next DJ.
Was it Albinist?
I'm like, wait, someone has to know this. I asked about 5 man. No one knew this done. So I was like, yo, my brother. Oh, go on. He goes, no, I'm just chilling, waiting for my boys to come. I said, come.
Waiting for your boy?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Need to try to signal them, like, yo, I'm here. Come.
But you can't even, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
no humility. You don't even want to do it on your ones.
But I'm like, who are you here for? He goes, no, I just do events. You're a promoter as well. Big man, come out of the booth, lad. He goes, what? I said, brother, you got to come out of the booth, man.
Man, don't know you.
I don't know you,
Don't
bro.
Even as a person, like, why do you even want to be here?
Don't get because he wants residuals.
Yeah, he wants residuals.
No, but my thing is, bro, you don't know no one here.
Yeah. And then he pulled out his phone and
Don't you
showed
feel
me he's got an event. So I was just wondering if you could
But
come.
my thing is, don't you feel weird standing around people you don't know?
No, but I just said to him, so you see your event, yeah? What, can I come in your booth? Pause. Then he looked at me.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yo.
That flew over your head still. Then he looked at me and he realised what I said and he was like, do you know what? Yo, you know what I mean, man? Come and say
yo. That's one of the worst ones.
No, it's not.
That's one of the worst ever. That's one of the worst ones.
No, it's not.
That's one of the worst ones, bro.
What I meant, though?
No, I didn't. But that's one of the worst ones I've ever heard.
You need to watch.
That's one of the worst ones I've ever heard.
It is what it is.
Mace
the
and
new
Cam.
show. With,
them man are too funny, man.
I gave you the loaded D, you know. I said, hey,
message the way you said it, Joe.
When he said something like Saturn Barkley.
Hey, that show's too funny.
I said load. I said you added the D in it.
I
said there was an extra D on there.
I said, hey, yo, murder, you wildin', bro.
I said, oh, baby, we get on.
Joe Biden's pod has gotten better, you know. Since they added my man, can't lie, Flip.
And the girl as well. And, yeah. Because the thing is, I feel like Joe Biden, he gets flames for talking about women sometimes because he hasn't got the decorum with it. He's very to the point. Whereas when you've got a black woman in there now, go on, shoot her.
It's funny because there's certain things he couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
Because he brought up on one of the episodes when they were talking about what's the brother who got accused of choking out his woman. So Jonathan Majors. He was like, I can't comment on this, you know what I mean? Because it's like the internet get onto me. So they were describing it. He was like, nah, you lot are being civil because he's like, when I was getting accused of this, that weren't the words people were using to describe him. So we're saying I was putting hands on women. You know what I mean?
I saw that episode.
They're talking about putting hands on women and da. And sorry, you know what I mean, to segue, but the Jonathan Majors thing, yeah? I thought I thought he might not have done it until his lawyer released their messages. Yeah. When I saw the messages, I was like, yeah.
I don't know what they thought.
A few people said that, but I don't.
Did you read the messages?
I did, but
I read the message. Their messages just read like, something that we didn't need to see because they just threw mud in the water. Because when I was reading those messages read like, yeah, you did this, but I told the police you didn't. Yeah. But literally, when I was like, maybe that's not the case. But I was reading their messages, I was like, bro, from what I got from their messages, you could have did this.
And the way
shit.
people talk about victims sometimes is a victim can still be in a state of like trying to defend a abuser.
That's for me. I'm not saying he did it.
It was giving them vibes still.
Yeah, I'm not
and
saying.
His character in Creed as well don't help.
Brother.
You know what I'm saying?
But when I was looking at the messages, bro, I was like, why would your lawyer put this out? Who is your lawyer, bro?
By the way,
fire the whole team.
Before we segue into the next topic here, we were talking about primary schools. Yeah, I was gonna say, did you not see the video of my man, the supply teacher?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say about schools. Sorry, when I was talking to the teacher, sorry to cut you off, that she was saying to me that a lot of parents don't realise that if your kid's going through certain things, you can add that to their university and their colleges. So, for example, she said that like there's a lot of black kids, for example, that go through anxiety, depression, certain things, but it's not taken into account when they're going to further education because they don't know about it. But she's got a lot of like the new school she's in with like that's predominantly white and affluent. Parents are writing it down. My daughter suffers from anxiety, blah 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 blah. So they're lowering like her UCAS points because you've got anxiety. You get what I'm saying?
Lowering the UCAS points.
The requirements.
So the requirements, yeah, because you have anxiety. That's what I'm saying. But I was like, well, I didn't know that. She was like, yeah, like parents need to know that if you let the governing body, let the universities you want your children to go to, whatever, know that your child has got something diagnosed or they're suffering from something, they can make allowances for it in terms of either giving them extra, or even exams. You might be able to get 10 minutes extra in an exam because you suffer from anxiety.
Hey, do you know what's mad? My
like
daughter's
stuff like that.
My daughter's going through.
But people don't know that.
She's going through this thing right now, yeah, where the teacher's basically saying that how she's struggling to answer certain questions, but it's in the time frame that the teacher expects it in. So exactly testing. So my daughter's mum was panicking, saying,
Well, you mean like the times tables, you got to say it within a certain amount of seconds,
Yeah.
but she's taking, if it's 5 seconds, she's taking 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, but I know she knows her times tables. She knows it. 1 to 12, she knows everything. Like we quiz all the time. She knows every single one of them. But in a test, she might fumble. So she panics, like, oh, Daddy, I didn't do well in the test. I'm like, but you know the answer though. So what happens is she actually sat down and said to me, if you ask me 8 times 8, no timer, I will answer within 2 seconds. The moment you say, give me the answer in 5 seconds, 8 times 8, she takes 5 seconds.
I get it though.
No, I'm just saying. So
No, I'm saying
but
I get it.
because I said it to her teacher, like, yeah, but you know she knows the answer though. The pressure is just the test. She's like, yeah, but it's something that we have to do. They have to do the test, innit?
Yeah.
So she's not dumb for if she fails the test, she's not dumb at all because sometimes life doesn't even work like that. You can actually take your time. But
sometimes you can't though.
But it's one of them things where you got to decide what type of learner you are. Obviously, at 9 years old, it's different. But
no, I think but the teachers, what they're trying to do with the kids is they're trying to get them into that, like, off the dome quick, like.
Yeah, but you're saying, you're just saying now in further education, I can say to the teacher, my child suffers from anxiety, and they'll make an allowance for her.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying, but that's different though, because in terms of, I get what you're saying, but yeah, fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's the thing that we're doing it like that, only the rich kids are going to benefit from that though.
But that's my point.
Or parents that are onto their...
And that's what I'm saying, that when I spoke to my friend and she was saying this to me, I was like, when I go on the podcast, I'm going to make sure I mention this so people know that if you do have kids and they're suffering from anxiety or anything to do with those kind of things that could affect their learning, let the school know and see what can be done, because sometimes some kids will get extra time for like coursework. They might get extra time in an exam. They might get an allowance for something else somewhere else. There's so many things that happen. Even as Keith said, the requirements for you going to further education, they might lower it just for you because of what you're suffering from. There's so many things, but if you don't know, you don't know. So you'll just leave your kid just to, oh, how's the UCAS going? Yeah, fine, I'm going to go this, that. Whereas someone else is doing the same thing as you, but their requirements are lower because people know they suffer from anxiety.
So what's your thoughts on this teacher, like his way of like, so let me play a video that he posted.
You go to your class, man. Why'd you come out of your class for? 5 minutes outside. So don't yell me then. Shut up, man. Alright, what class you meant to be in? You have English. Where's ISO's down here? Where is it? Down there. I'm in ISO as well. Where are you meant to be? Hello. Where are you meant to be? English. No, he has.
Basically, he talks to the kids like man them. And then there was like a divide on the timeline where people were saying, this can't fly, how can teachers talk to kids like that, blah, blah, blah. But then what I did notice is other teachers that are on Twitter were basically saying, no, this is what these kids need. Because he's going to be the most relatable teacher in school.
But I think it depends, I feel like it depends on the school.
Yeah, obviously there is that too.
Because also, like, as it depends on the school, and also, even if you look at our schooling, you went college here, innit, Keith? You didn't go to school here, did you?
I did go to school here, year 10.
Okay, cool. Where was your school? Croydon?
Middlesbrough. I went college in Croydon.
Okay, cool. So, for example, I don't know how your schooling was, but imagine your schooling, my schooling, yeah? When you speak to girls about stuff that used to happen on a daily basis, they're baffled. Like, oh my God, that really happened. Yes. So if they're hearing that, they're like, why would he talk to students like that? In our school, brother, like, I'm not saying all teachers, you need a teacher to tell man, brother, why are you outside of class? What are you doing here? Move, come on. So I think it depends on the school. Certain schools, you don't need that approach because the kids are here to learn and they're well behaved. There's some schools where they are bad breed, bro. Like, as in, they're not listening to anything.
The bell's going, ringing off.
Still playing football. Still playing football. Still the dinner hall. Still in, brother, bell's gone off. Beep, beep. For lesson, man is still in the corridors talking. Like,
might as well chatting to the janitor. Like, why are you chatting to the caretaker, bro? Go in your class, man.
I definitely, agree with being firm. I think for me, the only thing I would have an issue with is, I guess, so if I'm sending my kids to school, it's when you think of kind of slang and how people speak, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want a teacher speaking to my kids in that manner, whether they relate to it, you know what I mean? You're supposed to more or less force my kids to speak well. That is why my kids are there, essentially. So that's the only thing. I have no issue with the teacher being firm with students because I think a lot of kids need it. But, speaking with slang in that environment, for me, that's something where I'm like, no, it's not what I'm sending my kids to school for. And that might reinforce that, essentially. And they then might just end up speaking like that even more.
I think there's a problem in schools, though. Because when I was talking again to my friend, she was saying that these cool kids now smoking weed. Like, bare.
Vaping and stuff.
She's like, it's like mad. She's like, and because they're smoking so much weed, a lot of them are like quite forgetful, or they're dependent on it, so it's causing anxiety because if they don't have weed, they're like, I need weed. Because people say,
when you say school, how old is she teaching?
She's teaching 16, 17-year-old.
College.
So I think it was like she was head of sixth form.
Okay.
So she sees secondary school, but up to college, kind of.
So like year 11.
Yeah, no, she sees from year 7 because some sixth forms are like your school.
Oh yeah.
So like year 7 up until 17,
cool.
Innit? But she's head of sixth form. So because she's head of sixth form, maybe she deals with more kids that are, as you said, 16, 17, 15, whatever.
But she sees the other ones.
But she sees everything, and she was just like, bro, like she's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Marv. It's as a teacher, it's quite taxing. It's actually bad that you see like what these kids are getting up to in terms of the amount of weed.
Every friend that I have that's a teacher,
stressed.
Yeah, stress is normal for them. But this Easter holiday, they all flew out. Every single one of them that I know that's a teacher. The moment the bell rang on, was it Thursday or Friday?
Gone.
They were gone by the next day. All of them are flown out. Whether it's Thailand, one of my other brothers is in Guatemala. They flew out. They're like, listen, 2 weeks, I am out.
She said to me, teaching's rewarding, but at the same time, it depends on what kind of teacher you are. There's some teachers just come to school and just do whatever they see in the syllabus and that's it. But there's others that go beyond. Like, you can always remember a good teacher in school. There was always a couple of teachers that were just there that they didn't really care.
You just fill the quota.
But there were certain teachers that went above and beyond that will be like, they'll take you to the side and say, listen, you've got talent now, or you're smart, stop doing this. Like, or they'll be actively make their lessons interesting. they'll know everyone. But you know what I never got? Our teachers know everyone by name, bro. Listen, the girls I met a couple years ago, but I can't remember your names, sweetheart. You're remembering a class of 30 for everyone, and you've got 3 of them.
3 what?
Like in a year group, for example, you might have like
that's another thing that I didn't.
Oh, my school.
Yeah, 3 classes per year.
There was 4. My year, for some reason, was 3 for some reason. I don't know why, but most were 4.
No, wait, what am I talking about?
So my one was like, they used to name it after...
I had 8. What am I talking about? I had 8 classes in a year.
I had 4.
Yeah, I had 8.
So it was like David, it was like patron saints. So it was David, George, Andrew. What's the other one? David was purple, George was red.
That's mad.
Andrew. There was 4 of them anyway.
No, I had 8, and what it was so I went to Queen's Park Community School. So the classes would be Q,
30 in each class.
Pretty much, yeah. Q, P, C, S.
120 per year.
Yeah, no. And then what's the end of Queen? N. End of Park. K. Community. Y. School. L. So the first letter and the last letter was all our classes. That's what it was. So there's 8 classes in per year.
Your school was wham.
Yeah, year 9.
Because my school was big, but I had 4 per year.
Yeah, 8. Because I remember I was in...
but mine was all boys, though.
No, it was mixed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So to technically, it most probably was
balanced,
like...
doubled up, yeah. Because I remember, I think I was L. Yeah, I was L. So I was 7L, 8L, 9L, 10L, 11L, then 6th form. Yeah.
That's mad.
Trying to think. But there was always that one class that there was no... You know, there's certain classes where you look at, you're like, yo, Y's got a couple babes in their class. There was no girl in this class, blood. From year 7 to year 11, they had... Even when you get people that come to school, they never ever got them. It's like we were like the City, Liverpool, like we were top 6. And then there was like, I can't remember the name of the class, but there was one class. If you ever got sent in that class, rage. There was no one in there.
See, our one was different though. Our one would be like, who can fight in your class?
No, we had that.
No, I'm saying, but in terms of like, 'cause we didn't have no babes in it. So in terms of our school was like, who can fight? Because when we're doing form against form and it's getting busy, brother, you need to call in the big guns, bro. Like, right, who's got who? So sometimes you can even look at a class and say, I'm not even getting involved today, man. Like, your team's too strong over there. I was gonna get battered, bruv. Like, you knew it. So that's what our one was always, like, who was the strongest.
But now that I think about it, because of how, like, society's gone today, like, even I wanted to talk about, but I don't know how to talk about it. Yinka's new show on Channel 4.
Garbage.
Brother.
It's garbage. I
Have
don't
you seen
care.
it?
It's garbage, bro.
There's a Dutch version of it.
It's
where,
garbage, bro.
They're naked in front of the kids and stuff.
It's garbage, bro. You can't tell me you'll be happy with Mia seeing a brother naked, bro.
No, but wait, hold on a second. Mia's 9, first of all.
How old are the kids?
14, 15,
Brother,
16, I think.
that's not a big difference, bro.
Now the one in the Dutch show I saw, the version of it, the kids were younger then.
But why am I? The thing is, the message you want to get across to me is that everyone has different body types, right? You don't have to be naked for me to see that. You could all just be standing there and they have different body types. You could be in, I'm not saying be in underwear, even that is cool, but you're going to show me different people that this is an Asian person, this is a white person, this is a black person, I don't know, this is disabled person, this is a little person. All the body, I don't have to see you naked for it to be a program.
I think that's the talking point.
It's but you're naked, like, and really and truly, like, you'll see, like, why do I have to see genitalia to realize how different people are? Because I'm not, like, for example, if I'm a kid, I'm not going to sleep with the world. So I don't need to see 17 different pussies, bro, to understand what the fannies are different. In my mind, I know everyone's not the same. So why have I got to see 17 different fannies in front of me from different women?
But I think I'm more speaking from the angle of sex ed.
But why do I just see people naked for sex ed?
No, I understand. I'm saying because it's a show. That's why they've done it like that. I understand people's uproar. You don't want kids to be seeing adults in this way. Cool, I get that. Same kids are probably watching porn already.
Do you know how I look at things
because
like this?
Because they're watching porn doesn't mean they're supposed to be, bro.
No, I'm saying so we might as well tackle the problem.
Okay, like, I look at it this way, cool. Let's say, you know what I mean, you're right in you know what I mean, let's say you're right in saying that, you know what I mean, it's a way of educating, right? Let's look at, you know what I mean, the people that were hired, you know what I mean, how you feel so comfortable getting naked in front of kids? Forget the rest of forget the rest of
Brother, it's
everyone
true,
days.
bro.
You know what I mean? How are you so comfortable skinning out in front of some kids?
Because I don't think everything needs to be sexualized.
But it is.
No, but it shouldn't be.
Hey,
though.
sexualized or not, Taser? How you feel so comfy
It's
getting
just the-
naked
it's
in
just-
front of
Brother,
them
brother,
kids?
when
No, but
you
if you look at it like this, okay, so wait, when you see a woman breastfeeding, is it sexy?
I don't look.
No, but I'm just saying.
That's my point.
Yeah, but the people that do look is.
Why are you looking? That's my point. You shouldn't look. If
But
woman-
but should a woman take out? What I'm asking you is, should a woman take
At
out?
the end of the day,
in public?
most time when women take out their tip, for example, they'll tend
have
to
like a
cut
little-
a blanket cord because they know that in terms of public, like other kids or other people seeing, cool, whatever. But me as a man, if I see a woman breastfeeding, I shouldn't look over there.
Yeah, I don't
bro.
look over there.
That's my point. So if I'm not looking over there and you're not trying to show me, we're on the same boat.
No, but I'm talking
If,
about
if
everyone
I'm
else,
there
though.
looking like,
No, I'm talking about everyone else.
Let's
though.
just keep it a
if,
buck
if
50.
I'm looking, I'm a perv, right? Tell the truth. If I'm staring at a woman with her breast out, I'm a perv. So
Yeah,
what?
because you said staring. Like,
No, but it's sex ed.
No, but you could be looking.
It's
at
sex
No,
ed.
okay.
It's sex ed.
but that's what I'm saying.
I want to see how kids are breastfed.
Taser, let's look at
Exactly, it's the
Taser,
same
best
thing,
way
bro.
to
It's
explain
because
it.
of the choice of words you use.
No, but it's the
bro.
same thing, bro. I want to. Me as a man, I've never seen it. I've never seen someone being breastfed. I want to see a woman breastfeeding for my sex education.
Bro, let's keep
that
it
okay?
Let's keep it a buck 50 and let's be honest. For me, where kids are involved, you know what I mean, as people are just irrational. There's just certain things where, you know what I mean, where things where you know what I mean, where you're like, oh, someone can try and explain it. I'm like, I'm sorry, there's kids involved. Like, there's just no.
There's nothing to it,
and
bro.
that's where the
Okay,
situation
but,
is.
but my thing is, when do you explain these? Remember, I'm playing devil.
No. I tell people like
There's nothing to
explaining.
explain.
For me,
Okay,
my,
so-
my
so
thing is
they've started-
explaining certain things to kids
It's
is one thing,
and showing
but,
them is-
you know what I mean.
showing
And I feel like, especially at a certain age, and the people being used and stuff like that, I'm like, we get it. You know, yes, people have different bodies. Yes, there's this, and this, but literally, like for me, I just don't feel comfortable with people skinning out in front of kids.
That's even my man's brother, Philip Schofield's brother, with a youth. He was watching porn with a kid.
Wild.
So that's wild.
That's what you're watching porn.
This is on the same spear. It's not as graphic, but it's the same thing, bro. But he could say I was teaching him sex education. I was showing him how to beat. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm saying like that's what I'm trying to say to you.
Glad to know you were not there.
Nah, it's wild. Still. That one,
Do you know why
it didn't land. That one didn't land.
Do you know why?
But I'm
Okay,
just saying to you.
do you know why?
You know you got different tiers, yeah. So
Yeah.
you got Prem, whatever. That tier is mad. This Champions League is absolutely nuts. But this
That's Super League, brother.
is Super League.
That's
But
Super
but
League.
this thing here is, remember, at the end of the day, as I've
This
said,
is Wanorama, man.
you,
whatever it's called.
you haven't got to explain. I mean, put it this way, for example, if you're doing sex education with Mia, you haven't got to show her a book of people having sex, or you haven't got to show her a video of people having sex for her to get what you're saying, bro.
No, I think in time she'll do it. No, because you know why I say that? Because my mum and dad didn't sit me down. So what I learned is from Mandem and my own independent research.
Taze, if at school they showed you naked people standing up in front of you, would that have changed your sexual education in any way, shape, or form?
In school.
Yeah.
But when I was in like year 10.
If you're in year 10, would that have changed?
No, but I can't speak on that.
It
I don't
wouldn't have
know.
changed nothing,
Bro,
bro.
I
Because
don't know.
because the people, for example, you're showing me. I don't even mean this is the wrong way, whatever. You're showing me a fat white woman standing in front of me naked. I was never gonna link her anyway. What are you showing me, bro? I was never ever gonna link this woman.
No, what's-
so
no
so
one's
what
asking you to
what
link
what's
her.
the purpose of me seeing her vag? What's the
We're
purpose?
showing you that that's the
It
vagina.
could
the
have
vagina
been
comes in
what
different
you're
shapes.
But I don't care because I was never gonna link this woman.
It's not about you caring.
You're not
Why
getting what I'm
you-
saying.
no, but why are you associated to you linking her is what I'm saying.
But no, but why
that's
is
the
that-
problem.
no, but my point-
there.
no, but my point
it's
is-
just a woman, a
No.
naked woman.
But I see. Look, at the end of that's my point. Like this, yeah. When you see a woman, I shouldn't have to see a woman naked for me to apply sex to that woman in terms of like, she's a woman. Cool. That's the gender I go after. That's the gender I like. I haven't got to see her naked for me to realize anything else. I don't get it. That doesn't make sense to me. Why am I seeing her naked? I like women. Okay. Me seeing her naked does what for me, bro? Now I'm seeing her naked and think, you know what? This is gonna make me. Yeah, I know I'm gonna do. But what does it do for you?
Why are you saying it like? I
No,
don't
but
understand.
Taze, tell me the benefit of me seeing a woman naked in front of me
I
as a
need to-
16-year-old.
I need to read the.
No,
the-
you don't,
No,
bro.
I'm saying I need to read the
Fire through that program, bro.
the program. As in, what's the purpose?
It's garbage,
So it's
bro.
all about body positivity. Obviously the people hosting the show go on a mission to normalize all body types, champion our differences, and break down stereotypes.
But
That's the mission of the show.
the funny bottom line is this: as a person, as a guy, girls, whatever, you have a type in it. You can start from young, whatever. You have a type. Just because you show me 10 different women of different body types. Ain't changing nothing for me, bro.
I think, you know what, the premise of the show is good. I just don't like the child aspect of it.
Yeah, okay.
So for me, like, when I say if they want to, like, say on a body positive thing where they're like, oh, we want to show different, you know, people different, whatever's, it is what it is, you know what I mean? You know, when you, like you said, Marvin, like, you can sit there, Marvin, and say it's not my cup of tea, but it's just when you throw the kids in there, for me, it's literally like, why do you have to use kids?
No, but my thing is not even throwing the kids in there. It's the nakedness. You could have kids in there in a room and saying, kids, I don't know if you're aware of it, but growing older, you're going to see people with different body types. There are going to be some people who are big, people who are small, but we don't want to body shame people. We're going to show you like a few different body types in front of you. And then you might have a woman coming at different women in just leggings and leggings and a t-shirt. Yeah, swimming, whatever. And then do you want to do it like that? Fine. But brother, for them to be naked, I'm like, bro, it's taking it too far,
you know,
bro.
It's not even just education. It's more entertainment. And that's what this is, essentially.
I think that's what it is as well, Keith.
Yeah, it's just... And I feel we're turning into America where anything can be entertainment now. Because when you think back to American TV, like, some of the shows they have out there are wild, bro.
Bro, you see Cheaters, yeah?
Don't cry, don't beg.
Bro, no, but...
To Catch a Predator. Bro, when you think of the premise
like,
of To Catch a Predator...
I just think if I'm cheating, yeah, there's no way you're running up on me with a camera.
I'm breaking everything.
My thing is like, how
breaking everything.
But one thing I've never understood there is how they get the person to sign the release, because you're not putting me on TV.
No, but sometimes they can blur their face.
Do you know what it is? I think...
No, bro. I'm seeing people like, you're not putting me on TV.
No, but you say that though. People willingly go on flipping Jerry Springer.
I hear that, but with the Cheaters thing, bro, you can't be live and direct unless they say, "Hey, hold 20" or something. Maybe at the back, you've lost your woman already, so you're not holding to it. But you're not putting me on TV, bro. You know what I mean? Even shows like Cops, you know, Cops and them shows there where they catch man on camera and he's nicked and you got the camera in my face. Get off my face, man.
Something they block out their face on it.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
If you know someone and you get it done, because even one time when I had an accident in uni, the firefighters pulled up and BBC cameras were there.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, this might be on the BBC." Someone just send a press release.
Hey,
man didn't send that back.
Brother, you know, because they turn up at the crib and you're with someone.
Hey,
whoa. Like.
Put out an official statement. Like, you people that keep reposting, what did you call them, man? These people of the world that everyone looks up to. Like,
Dalai Lama, man.
Brother.
My man kissing my...
No, the kiss wasn't even, no.
The kiss was what?
No, the kiss wasn't even...
Why are you kissing her? It's not your you, bro.
I know
then
that.
You said to him to bite your tongue.
Brother, that sucked my tongue one.
Oh, that's mad.
Bro, I was thinking, yo, is this a prank?
He's definitely lenging kids.
But he's doing a mad... If that's what he's doing in front of all those people with cameras... But I said, yeah, suck my tongue.
Brother, I'm not going to lie to you. I've never had...
An elder say that to me.
No. Actually, no, I have.
What?
No, I was going to say to the girls.
Please.
As in, like, suck the girl's tongue.
Oh, bro, you got to speak quicker.
Because
you know where that was going. Because I was like, where is this going?
I'm not on that thing. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like, sucking a girl's tongue.
No,
like, cool.
what is sounding like you're saying somebody made you suck their tongue when you were young.
Nah, but even then, you've got to be in the right zone to do that with a girl. It's not something you just, what you did, brother? Girls look at you like, you mad.
Out for that long.
Huh?
Your tongue ain't staying out for that long.
No, but I'm just saying, as in, like, for example, like, I can't lie to you, man, though. You mind spitting girls' mouths and that?
No.
So now you're doing it. So now he's doing it. Now Marvin's jumped on this. When I was doing it, I was a wrongin'. But when I was doing it, I was a wrongin'. But now man's on all of that. When I was doing it, I was a wrongin'.
Wait. Can we wait 30 seconds though?
Wait, what?
Can we have a gap?
Was it Dalai Lama and that?
Yeah, man. Like,
what's his name? Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
Okay.
Whoever he is, bro.
Call him the Dalai Lama.
Can we have a little
Lama.
gap, please? Man, can't just segue from that to that. I went from naked education.
Right, cool. Alright. Was it enough time?
I see the segue, but
So what? You must spit the girl's mouth.
Look over there. That's you lot. That's that sofa over there, man.
But I can't lie to you,
What? It's lit.
It's a thing still.
Told you in the moment, bro. When I say the man, they'll look at me like I'm some criminal.
But I'm doing the spitting though.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Let them do it to you.
Nah. It's not my thing. I'm not into it the other way around. I'm gonna try it, bro. Quarter time out. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yo.
That's a technical. Was it basketball? Was it?
Technical foul.
Let's call it team meeting, bro. Because we're like, what is that? What are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I can't lie.
What is going on here?
Do you know what it is? I feel like it's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, It's weird though. Sex is one of those things that when you think back, you're like, bit nasty. Let me allow it. But in the moment,
But I've said that before. Though.
There's a lot of things you're cool with in the moment.
Yeah, in the moment, and then after you think back.
I don't even think back. I don't think about them. I only think about those things during sex. You know what I mean? Outside of sex, it's like spitting, bro. If I see someone spit on the floor, I get mad because I think that's fucking disgusting. But in sex, it's different.
no, but it's not the
Because
same.
you're not Fleming.
It's not the same spit though.
Do you lot
No, but I've heard that though before.
what?
No,
Whoa.
When I was gonna spit and the girl was like, no, spit properly. I said, yo.
Jesus. No. Like
Hey.
you're dealing with some rockets. I'll tell you that. If she wants you to bring it in from the esophagus.
Listen, hey, can't call my bleeding no more, blood.
Nah.
Trying to be cream over here, blood.
No.
Hey.
Oreo, cookie
Nah.
cream.
Yeah, the whole